Saturday night, Jermell Charlo versus Brian Castano for the unified junior middleweight championship. Let's break it down. Brian Castano's 31 years old. He's 5'7.5" with a 67-inch reach and a record of 17-0-1 with 12 knockouts. From Isidro Casanova Argentina, Castano took up boxing at the age of 11 under the tutelage of his father, Carlos. He won the gold at the South American Games and competed in the 2009 World Amateur Boxing Championships and the World Series of Boxing, picking up wins over future luminaries Errol Spence Jr. and Sergei Derevyanchenko. After compiling a record of 181 5-5, he turned pro on September 22, 2012, with a fourth-round TKO over Alejandro Dominguez. He won his next 11 with 8 knockouts before knocking out Emmanuel DeJesus with a right cross to the body in round 6 to win the WBA super welterweight title. He followed that up 8 months later with a very close split decision over Michel Soro and then dominated France's Cedric Vitu, stopping him late in the 12th round. The following year, he was promoted to regular champion when Demetrius Andrade vacated his belt and defended his title against the always dangerous former champion Erislandy Lara, retaining his belt with a split decision draw. In June of 2019, the WBA, for purely political reasons, stripped Castano of his belt for not taking a rematch with their mandatory challenger, Cedric Vitu, and in his next fight, he dominated Nigeria's Wale Omotoso, who refused to come out for the 5th round. On February 13, 2021, Castano defeated Brazil's Patrick Teixeira by a 12-round unanimous decision to win the WBO lightweight title. A strong pressure fighter with a high work rate and enormous stamina, Castano was excellent at closing the distance, staying on top of his opponents, and setting up his knockouts with a brutal, concentrated body attack. Jermell Charlo is 31 years old. He's 5'11" with a 73-inch reach and a record of 34-1 with 18 knockouts. From Houston, Texas, Charlo and his twin brother Jermell began boxing as kids when they started following their father to the gym. In 2005, he won a bronze medal in the Junior Olympics, and after amassing a record of 56-8, he turned pro in 2007 with a unanimous decision over Corey Somerville. After going 20-0 with 10 knockouts, he defeated Demetrius Hopkins by unanimous decision to win the IBF USBA light middleweight title. He followed that up with a 10th round TKO over Jose Rodriguez, and after solid wins over the likes of Gabe Rosado, Charlie Ota, and Vanessa Martirosyan, he came back from a 7-round deficit to knock out John Jackson with a right and 2 left hooks in the 8th round to claim the vacant WBC light middleweight title. He made 3 successful defenses of that belt, including a 6-round knockout of Charlie Hatley, a 1st-round blowout of Erickson Lubin, and a majority decision over Austin Trout. On December 22, 2018, he took on challenger Tony Harrison, losing his title by controversial unanimous decision. He bounced back 6 months later, knocking out #1 contender Jorge Cota with a vicious right to the jaw at the end of the 3rd round, and on December 21, 2019, won back his title with a dominant display, dropping Harrison 3 times en route to an 11th round stoppage. In September 2020, he took on WBA and IBF champion Jason Rosario in a highly anticipated unification match. Dominating the fight from the start, Charlo scored knockdowns in the 1st and 6th rounds before dropping Rosario for the count in round 8 with a powerful jab to the midsection. Perhaps the most well-rounded junior middleweight in the world today, Charlo is a highly skilled boxer-puncher with a solid 1-2 and devastating power in both hands. Will Castano's work rate and body attack wear Charlo down? Or will Iron Man's advantage in experience, reach, and power carry him to undisputed glory? Tune in Saturday night for Charlo versus Castano for the unified junior middleweight championship.